Good Lord, didn't anybody here subscribe? Thank you. Captain's log, stardate 44823.8. Representatives of the two moons of Pelear Zell have agreed to come on board to meet the new Ambassador Odan.
White cell count is elevated. It's getting higher and higher every time I read it. Are you in pain?
Not much.
Ambassador, we can stall the representatives.
They would see that as a deception. I must meet with them.
But surely to present yourself in this condition is not going to help our cause.
I promise you, Captain, they will never know that I'm ill.
Captain, the emissaries.
May I present Kalen Tros of Alpha Moon and Lethal Bine of Beta Moon.
Thank you for receiving us, Captain.
Is this Ambassador Odan?
Lethal Bine. It was your aunt who represented Beta 30 years ago.
That is correct.
She was a formidable woman. I had the utmost respect for her.
And who was it who spoke for Alpha so long ago?
That was you, of course. Kalen Tros. Then you were a young man, bristling with passion and zeal, yet wise enough to understand that your people needed peace to ensure their future.
And how did you achieve a compromise between that young man and the iron-willed woman of Beta Moon?
They agreed to trade places for a week, to understand each other's situation with more informed eyes. After that, an agreement came swiftly.
Nothing that you've said is beyond what a schoolchild could learn in a history book.
What is not commonly known is that during those negotiations, you, Kalen Tros, quelled a plot by a radical from your own moon who was attempting to assassinate the Beta delegate.
It is true.
Perhaps he was wiser in his youth than he is now. Odan, you must convince him to stop.
Will you accept me? Will you allow me to work with you?
Yes.
And Alpha Moon.
I will consider it, but I must consult others.
This is a typical tactic. He is an obstructionist. You can see that.
Kalen Tros. You may confer with your people, but we must have your answer within 8 hours.
You shall have it.
His vital signs are overworked. His immune system is under attack. I can only guess that he's suffering from classic rejection syndrome.
Is there any treatment you can give him?
I can administer an immunosuppressant. That could help relieve the symptoms, but it can't correct the underlying cause. There is a foreign organism in his body. Medical school didn't exactly prepare me for situations like this.
You're doing all you can.
Don't worry about me, Captain. I'm fine.
Ambassador, when you feel up to it, would you join me in my ready room?
Of course.
I can give you something that should help with the pain. At least for a little while.
The pain's gone. Thank you.
Please don't.
Please let me touch you. Just for a moment.
No, please.
I love beans, diggity-doo.